Hey guys, just doing a quick video. This one's about motorbike insurance. There's so much I don't get. This one up here says, if you're not a homeowner, you're going to pay more for your bike insurance. I haven't got the money to buy a friggin' house. What the hell? I don't get it. I really don't get it. And here's another one, right? So you go through, you tell them how long you've had your driving license, how long you've been riding, right? Oh, that's BS. You know when you've got car insurance, right? And you can take a 2-year gap with, say you don't want a car for a bit or you can't afford a car for a bit. So you take a 2-year gap. Did you know that the gap on a motorcycle is only 2 months? So, yeah, so you can... Why is it not seeing my hand? So 2 months. So you can only have a break for 2 months. That's crazy. Look at this. Do you want to provide your driving license? Because if you don't, the price will increase. Oh my God. Do you want to give your car driving license? Otherwise, your price will go up. I don't know what having your car license has anything to do with having your motorbike license. I think it's bloody ridiculous, and around accidents and stuff. If you tell them no, and you have had accidents, they will know anyway. Because they've got access to the database. What the hell? I don't bloody get it. It just... Nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense. It really doesn't, And the biggest part of it, if you have an accident in your car, under accidents, it says, any motor vehicle accidents. This is what a large portion of motorbike riders will tell you, is that if you have an accident in your car, it doesn't affect your motorbike insurance. Well, it does, because it says any motor vehicle claims. A motorbike is a motor vehicle. A car is a motor vehicle. So, of course, it affects your insurance. So, even if, I don't know. It just, if I answer it the way I should, I'll probably be paying $3,000 a year insurance. It doesn't make any bloody sense, I didn't have an accident on the motorbike. I had an accident in the car. It makes no bloody sense. It really doesn't. They need to fix these systems. These systems are so corrupt, And why should you have to come up with the details about the date and time and all this of all your accidents when it's on the database already? Just put, did you have an accident? Yes or no? If the answer's yes, then do your own bloody job and go find out that information. It makes no bloody sense to me. It really doesn't, Oh, God. But there's people I know that are riding around on 1 litre bikes. I don't understand how. They're riding around on 1 2-litre bikes and they've only been riding a year, right? And somehow they're only paying £80 a year. How? How? I need to know. I just don't understand it. I really don't. The insurance industry is a complete scam. There's so many factors. You live in a high risk area. Yeah, but even if I move house to another area, that area could also be high risk. Make it make sense. The only way you'll be able to get your insurance down is if you own a garage. Who the hell's building garages in 2025? No one. No one. No one's building garages in 2025. The waiting list on the council to get a garage is like 10 years. Because they're not going into detail. They always said that a garage on a council property is to store your car in. I know at least 3 different people, one of which has 3 garages full of house furniture. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. What the hell? People that own garages are still paying the rent of whatever it is a month. And they moved out of the property fucking 5 years ago. What? No wonder no one's able to bloody get a garage. What the hell? Oh man. I wish I knew what to do. This needs to be spoken about more because, I don't know how people are getting 1,000cc bike for £80 a year. What? How? But anyway, have a great day. Peace.